Breaking news.
This man is considered extremely dangerous, and we need to find him.
The manhunt for an escaped inmate and accused killer intensifies tonight. Curtis Ray Watson has now been on the run for more than 30 hours. And breaking tonight, we have just learned TBI has secured warrants for Watson.
Lauren Lowry is at the live desk for us. Lauren, we broke the news about the warrants just about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, TBI sent out the info in a tweet. We just showed you that tweet, and our newsroom was on it. You want to take a look at the warrants here. They are for first-degree murder, especially aggravated burglary, and aggravated sexual battery. Now, we knew the murder charge would be coming, but the warrants for burglary and sexual battery are new pieces to this puzzle. It means police believe Curtis Watson also sexually assaulted 64-year-old Deborah Johnson either before or after she was killed. Now, right now, you're looking at new video of search efforts, handing out flyers, cars being checked, roadblocks set up as well. The search shows no signs of slowing down. The TBI has been tweeting updates often. We have them here for you, as well as on the News 4 app. Tom?
Lauren, thanks. Take a look at these new pictures released just 2 hours ago. Surveillance cameras at the prison captured these images of Watson just before he escaped. You can see he has a shaved head and long gray beard with tattoos on his arms and what looks like a watch on his wrists. This last picture is not of Watson, but shows what he was wearing when he escaped. The search is still mainly focused in West Tennessee. The prison Watson escaped from is in a town called Henning, just over 100 miles from Paris, Tennessee, where Watson used to live. And that is where we find News 4's Rebecca Cardenas tonight.
So, Rebecca, Watson's old neighbors were just horrified to learn about the crime that landed him in jail in the first place.
Well, Tracy, they say they didn't know much about him until they heard that he was arrested. And you're taking a live look now from Drone 4 as it flies over the Henry County Courthouse, where Watson pled guilty to aggravated kidnapping nearly 7 years ago. About all Joey Lackey can remember about when Curtis Watson lived next door is the kind of car he drove.
And I remember him having an old truck, and it would never run, and he pushed it up and down the road, and it'd quit, and this and that.
He describes the neighborhood he's lived in for 17 years as friendly, with the exception of the couple next door.
They wasn't real neighborly, and so nobody bothered them.
He can remember hearing about a kidnapping.
I was so shocked to hear, in the end, what happened over there.
Watson was arrested after brutally and repeatedly raping his wife, hitting her with a baseball bat and threatening her life.
I couldn't believe, I lived right there and, didn't know that.
7 years later, the news Watson escaped prison and is a suspect in the murder of a correctional administrator.
We do want you to be mindful.
The Henry County Sheriff is warning residents and his deputies to stay vigilant of a man capable of taking a member of law enforcement's life.
It gives you a little chill to know that he has done this to a fellow law enforcement officer.
Neighbors still in disbelief over what they remember happening on their street years ago.
This is a street where everybody helps everybody, and I just couldn't believe something like that could happen and you not know about it.
Watson was sentenced to 15 years in prison for that aggravated kidnapping conviction. Tom?